Yo, what up guys, and welcome back towards this new stream here on the channel. And let me calibrate my camera a little bit here, excuse me for that, but welcome back. In these more tougher times in the market, Bitcoin is falling like crazy, and many people are panicking, and many people are selling because that's why we're dropping. People are selling off their Bitcoin on 26,000 US dollars. Can you believe it? I can't. Much is currently going on here in the market. We're currently seeing US Tether depegging from its peg price, and you can see it's falling hard right now. It's trading on 95 cents, where it should supposed to be trading on $1 US. So that is pretty interesting to discuss here. This will be getting discussed as well. I will be going over Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, because for the first time basically in this whole correction, Ethereum is taking a hit here. And first, Ethereum was holding up very well here against that Ethereum price action. So that is pretty interesting to see right now. Ethereum trading on $1,700 US, guys. Can you believe it? I can't. Ethereum is well trading against support on the Bitcoin comparison, but this and much more will be getting discussed here. So make sure to stick with me on this live stream. I will be quickly discuss what we're currently seeing on this market. Indeed, there is lots and lots amount of panic, and personally I've been not really anticipating Bitcoin could fall so hard towards the downside, but I will be quickly explain to you guys first of all why we are right now falling so massively towards the downside right now. And as well, I mean, yeah, I've been not really expecting Bitcoin to go below 30k, but do I really think it's bad? No, I don't think it's all too bad, because I've also not predicted the exact top here on 69,000 US dollars. I've also not predicted the exact bottom, because catching the exact bottom is going to be extremely hard. And I mean, no influencer whatsoever can call the exact bottom. So what my strategy is here, and I've been already saying what my strategy is here, is that I'm never going to go all in at one place. And that's not a thing I've done here, but that's a thing that I want to be clearing up to you guys out there. Never go all in with all your money you have aside on one level on Bitcoin. No, always make sure if at least some money aside, so you can dollar cost average in, and that is exactly what I'm doing. I've got orders set up here, and the lower Bitcoin is basically going to fall here, the more Bitcoin I will be buying. And first of all, I only set up orders still 28k here, but of course I still made some money free to also get my orders filled up towards 20k, because Bitcoin is falling like crazy, and I want to be taking, of course, maximum opportunity from this correction we're currently creating. So let's dive a little bit into its technical analysis, even though, wait, before I go into technical analysis, let me first of all discuss why we're currently dropping, right? So, I mean, technical analysis is a little bit harder right now because the market is panicking, and yeah, we are creating many bullish divergences on Bitcoin, but the price action is not really following. Just look at the 4 hourly time frame, how we are forming that lower low on the price action, and the RSI is forming such a significant higher low. We of course not confirmed the bullish divergence yet here, but we are definitely forming one. So to take that in consideration, yes, I do know technical analysis is a little bit more awful in these market corrections, because what currently is happening is that Bitcoin is dropping off, first of all, due to the fear in stable coins. So we do know yesterday we saw a massive, basically the past few days, we saw a massive depeg from the US Tether pair. And why that happened is basically due to the market correction. We saw an approximately 25% outflow of Terra and of Terra US, and due to that there was a liquidity shock across the stable coin for US Terra. And due to that, they had to be printing more Luna to, of course, cover their US Terra cost here. And due to that, people saw that and were panicking and were withdrawing their Luna. And due to that, they had to be printing more Luna. It's basically a spiral, a snowball that keeps on rolling, and due to that, the price action of Luna is currently trading on 12 cents. And yesterday on my Twitter page, Luna was trading on $6 US. I said to you guys out there, I would not don't buy Luna right now here, because it could be having a bounce, but it won't be surviving. And I know for sure it could be still have a bounce here, but I don't believe Luna is going to be surviving here. Also, the stablecoin, it's too big of a hit. And also do notice this, guys, I explained this on my Twitter page. It's pretty interesting. We all do know the Luna Guard Foundation right here. They were buying Bitcoin like crazy, but a thing that is pretty weird to take in consideration is that they were buying Bitcoin as reserve for the US Terra pair, but they were buying Bitcoin in an uptrend basically. And if they were going to be distributing those Bitcoins, what they literally did here, due to the depegging of their stable coin, they have to be selling, first of all, their Bitcoin against the loss here. they were holding 80,000 Bitcoins, and due to that, they created massive sell pressure across the market. And due to the sell pressure of Bitcoin, 80,000 Bitcoins is quite a lot, guys. They were market selling 80,000 Bitcoin, and due to that, the markets got dragged down massively. And due to Bitcoin falling down here, it dragged Luna with it. And it was basically this visual spiral that was dragging down Luna and the stable coin of Luna and Bitcoin. So due to that, they basically screwed up themselves, and due to that, we're currently having a massive drop-off. And going further in it, of course, yesterday I already explained what was going on with Luna, but this is basically my reason why Bitcoin is correcting, and I will be quickly explaining to you guys out there. We are seeing other stablecoins having a little bit of an issue, because stablecoins are right now, excuse me, stablecoins are currently taken under the scope, because stablecoins are starting to become a little bit less stable. Look at this. This is the US Tether pair. I'm currently not worried, because US Tether is way bigger, and US Tether is basically backed by real world dollars. Of course, it's not completely backed, but it is mainly backed by US dollar loans. So it's pretty interesting to see here, but of course, Luna is a whole kind of different stable coin what they create. And give me a second, guys. The Luna stablecoin is something completely different, because the Luna stablecoin is backed by Luna, and US Tether stablecoin is backed by dollars. So probably we're not going to see a huge deep hack from the US Tether pair, but of course, due to the US Tether drop-off, many people are of course also getting rid of their USDT, and of course withdrawing them, exchanging them maybe for actual US dollars here, and that is basically what is currently happening. And due to that, there's a fear cycle. People are really want to be getting rid of their USD Tether as soon as possible, and that is currently why we're having this huge correction. But do know, if I'm going to look back here, let me go to a different chart here. Let me go to the Binance US. We have been seeing several times the deep hack for the USD Tether pair, and I mean every single time it came alright. And of course, guys, if it is going to be deep hacking towards the upside, it's pretty good, because due to that, they have to be buy Bitcoin to basically come down towards that pack. And if they fall, they in this case of course have to be lend more dollars, or basically inject more dollars in towards the market. So pretty interesting what we're currently seeing here. We are seeing a massive correction across the USD Tether, and basically due to this, there's more fear in the market. People are already selling off their coins as well here. And look at this. This is USDC, and this is my observation what I'm currently making here. USD Tether is falling off massively, but at the same time we can see that that USC is increasing massively. So what are we currently seeing? I can easily explain to you guys, to you guys out there. We are seeing that USD Tether is getting moved towards USDC. So there's basically more trust in USDC. And of course, what we do know here is that USDC has completely backing from the US dollar, and it is more transparent than USD Tether. So that is why more money is moving in towards USDC. People are definitely afraid due to the Terra thing that happened, because some people were holding millions, basically billions of dollars were getting hold in USD Tether stablecoin, and it all got disappeared. So many people are moving in towards the USDC pair, and due to this this one also being away from its back here, but in this case towards the upside, we could definitely see some more buy pressure still come towards the market. So do take this in. Mic is too low. Mic volume is too low. Everyone is saying the mic volume is too low. Excuse me. Test. Is this better? Excuse me so much. Shit volume. Yeah, okay. Is it better right now? Guys, this is the first time I came home here. Please too low. Okay, guys, sorry. I was not reading in towards the chat here because I was too excited about telling this here. So guys, is everything right now better? Let me know right now in the chat. It will be absolutely amazing if you can let me know if the volume is right now good. For me, if I see it in my my OBS, it looks to be that it is definitely very good. So these are definitely a little bit more crazy times in the crypto space here. And if you don't know already, you guys are saying it's better now here. Excuse me so much. But basically what I'm trying to say here, guys, is that on the last, if I'm going to, I don't know if I have that chart here. Let me quickly search it up here. Stablecoin supply here. We do know that there is a massive amount of inflow across stablecoins on exchanges, right? So there's been a massive amount of stablecoin creation on the recent movement towards the upside, and right now we can already see they're flowing out again. And I can't get that chart. I don't know exactly what the chart was named here, but I saw it in YouTube, from the Glass on YouTube. Definitely a very good YouTube page. I watch a lot of YouTube. In terms of crypto space, it's definitely worth it. Good to invest your time off. But yeah, what I was seeing on the chart, I currently can't show you, unfortunately, that we were basically having a massive outflow of stablecoins. So stablecoins were getting withdrawal from exchanges and getting redeemed back towards US dollars. So that's pretty interesting to see right now, and that is definitely what is causing this Bitcoin correction. Bitcoin is falling due to fear of stablecoins, and also due to this US tariff thought. We are going to probably see some regulation across stablecoins, because this is, of course, not the first time these crazy things happen. This is really the cascading effect what caused this Bitcoin correction. So why did Bitcoin correct? Why in May 2022 has Bitcoin seen a correction? It is all due to the stablecoin supply. Do take that in consideration. We call this the stablecoin correction. But looking in towards Bitcoin, let me quickly address some few levels I want to be talking about. So first of all, yeah, Bitcoin is falling massively. We're basically forming a new low, and guys, do take this in consideration. We just set a new low, not seen since December 2020. That is absolutely crazy. That's mind-blowing. That's approximately 500 days ago that we've seen this level for the last time. And also, if I'm going to zoom out here, and if I'm going to chart the 3-day time frame, and if I am going to be enabling this indicator, the VPVR, we can clearly see there is not a lot of volume that will be supporting us in this region we're currently trading on. In this region over here, there is not a lot of volume that will keep us up here. So what will I say? This is an extreme big warning. This is an extreme big and dangerous range for Bitcoin to trade in. If we can bounce back towards the upside, I will be definitely very pleased. But there is definitely a big opportunity. Bitcoin is going to fall and really go and down and retest the 20k. But there are also, of course, some other theories. Is Bitcoin really going to retest its previous all-time high? Because if we're going to look back at Bitcoin, we do remember is that Bitcoin, if I'm going to be enabling the log scale and go towards the weekly time frame, we do know that here we can clearly see the all-time high for Bitcoin was 19.6k. And last time around here in 2016, it was $1,100 US. And like we do know, Bitcoin usually never tends to retest its previous all-time high. If we are going to get a retest of our previous all-time high, it could be very good. So are we really going to come down, chat? Let me know. Do you think we are going to come down towards this previous all-time high? I personally still will be giving it a big fat no here, even though we're definitely closer towards this previous all-time high than a new all-time high. I still think it's a little bit unrealistic to come down so massively, right? Also, thing to take in consideration if we're looking at the weekly time frame right now, look at the RSI. Bitcoin is basically, once it is not overbought anymore in the weekly time frame, it tends to be in a bear market, because that is once Bitcoin usually performs less strong. But you can clearly see Bitcoin has been trading so low on the weekly RSI for such a sustainable period of time here. And basically, if we're going to look back at the last 3 big buying opportunities for Bitcoin, and let me make this range orange, right? I'm going to zoom in here, and let me once again place it on log scale. You can see that in the bear market here of 2000, and let me make this once again not extend to the left and right. Here in the bear market of 2018-19, we saw this opportunity emerge here, right? On the RSI, we were touching that 30 to 35 range here. That was a good buying opportunity. Here in the pandemic crash, we touched also that 35 region, was a good buying opportunity. And once again, Bitcoin on this candle over here, guys, on the exact candle we're currently printing, we are coming down towards ranges of low risk accumulation. And I mean, I can't stress enough about it. Yes, Bitcoin is dropping massively. Yes, I understand you are in fear. I totally understand it. And I've been through these cycles already. I mean, not many times before, only one time before, because in 2018 and 2017, I went through the cycle as well. And of course, I got completely wrecked. And I mean, what we're currently seeing are once again historic buy signals. And basically what I want to be saying to you guys out there, you were greedy on 69k for Bitcoin to be buying it, and why aren't you greedy to be buying Bitcoin on 27k? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. And as well, I don't really understand who's actually selling right now, because for Bitcoin to definitely come down, people have to be selling. But I do a little, I mean, I said I don't know who's selling, but actually I do know who is selling, because the people that are currently selling are definitely people that are afraid in this market. Because if I'm going to go to Glassnode, guys, and I love Glassnode, I've invested so much time in Glassnode in basically the past 3 months here. I invested so much time in becoming better in the on-chain data analysis, and I love it. I absolutely love on-chain data analysis. And guys, this chart is basically the chart that tells us the realized loss here. And I'm trying to go away with my face a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit more clear. But in this chart, we show you guys the realized loss for Bitcoin. And in this chart, we can clearly see we are having a huge spike in realized loss. And do know what the metrics description is here. Realized loss is basically the total US dollar valuation of coins that were moved at a price that was higher than the current movement. So basically what this means here is that these spikes here is, in this case, it was 4 billion US dollars was sold in all wallets that we're selling against a loss. So if I'm going to zoom in towards where we're currently standing, and basically, first of all, if I'm going to, I'm first of all going to zoom out. Do note, every single time we are creating a spike on this chart, it basically means we're having a massive correction, and weekends are selling off, right? Weekends are selling off if we're going to create such a spike. And what always happens after such kind of a spike, we usually tend to see a rally. Why? Is because once the weekends are flushed out of the market, we tend to see massive market rallies. So let me right now zoom in here, and let me look at this chart right here. First of all, look back at the May correction here, the summer low of Bitcoin. We saw a huge realized loss getting created, what basically meant that many of these people were selling against a loss here. And you see people that are selling against a loss here are people that are panic selling, because that's literally the definition. Because, I mean, I've never sold my Bitcoin against a loss here, because I'm definitely a holder here. Let me know what you guys are in the chat. Are you a holder or are you a panic seller? Let me know here what side you are on. But always, once we're seeing these high spikes of realized loss getting enabled, and the funny part about this whole correction we've been in, right? We were not really seeing these realized losses getting realized, and right now we are seeing this realized loss getting realized, and that is definitely very good. Because, yeah, maybe it sounds very bad, but it is definitely very good, because I think, we're getting donation in. I will be going over your donation in a second, because I've definitely got an opinion about that one. But we're finally seeing some realized losses getting enabled. Yesterday, 3 days ago, we saw a $3 billion US dollar realized loss. Yesterday, a 1.9 billion US dollar realized loss, and today already a 3.3 billion USD realized loss. So many people are selling against a loss, and that is definitely usually a bottom signal, because all the times this happens, we usually tend to be finding a bottom. Also, if I do put on the 7-day moving average, you can clearly see we're right now at a high, almost as high as May 2021. And do notice that the interest in crypto is way lower right now. So this has a way more bigger effect on the market. So the more people that are going to actually sell against a loss here, the more likely my coins are going to become at a profit if I'm going to be buying them right now here. Because there's basically a change of guard, right? Short-term holders selling to long-term holders, and that is exactly what is currently happening. Also, before I go back in towards the price section, do notice this chart, guys. Many people don't really talk about this chart, but let me go towards my favorite charts to discuss here, and that's first of all the Luna Foundation guard to discuss this donation, right? Heshi Baker is saying, hey, I bought Luna at 95 cents. Do you reckon it will be having a small bounce back up? And I currently, of course, in the beginning of this video, already gave my feedback about what I currently think about Luna. I think you should definitely stay away from Luna, because it's absolutely a terrible hold right now, in my opinion. Luna is definitely not a coin that I will be holding right now here. And I don't really think it could go back above $1 for sure. Luna can go back above $1, but do know this, guys. I don't really think the peg is going to get restored, and I actually don't think that Luna is going to come back up again, because Luna actually does sound like a little bit like a Ponzi scam right now here, and it is flopping. So be careful with Luna. I said it to you guys already yesterday on Twitter. Don't buy Luna. Of course, do whatever you want to do here, but if you have a little bit of sense, if you do know how to do research in crypto, you do know that sometimes catching a falling knife is not the best thing to do here, because if you're trying to buy Luna, you're literally trying to catch a falling knife, and I don't really think that this is a good time to be buying Luna. Even though it's already down 99%, it could go down another 99%. So I personally am not trying to catch this bounce here. Yes, it could for sure bounce, but what we do know is that Luna screwed up here. They've seen a massive increase in their supply. They're probably going to be burning some in the future, but basically the trust is lost in Luna. And I mean, I never holded Luna before, because I thought the price action was too high. I was a little bit too overvalued. So I'm very happy for not holding Luna before. But I'm definitely going to stick away from it. I'm not going to be buying it. And yeah, you could be buying it right now for a potential bounce, but is it really worth the risk here? Sometimes it's good, guys, to train yourself to stay away from these charts. I mean, it does look very attractive to be buying it, right? It's 99% down. Why shouldn't I buy? Because sometimes it could go down another 99%. But look at this, literally 99.9% is down. And there are many people they would love to sell their tokens who bought it all the way up over here, right? So please be careful. No financial advice. Do your own research. But I'm not the one that's currently buying some Luna over here. But let me talk about the chart that I would love to talk about, right? And that is basically the long-term holder supply. And give me a second, guys. I'm a little bit sick, so give me a second. So the chart that I want to be discussing over here is this chart that basically shows us the Bitcoin percentage supply in profit. And this chart is basically telling us if we're seeing an increasement in 1+ year holders. And basically the theory goes on here, if you're going to become a holder that is holding your tokens longer than 1 year, you are less likely to sell every single market correction. That's basically the theory behind this chart. And what we can see is that every single time the long-term holder supply is very low, we tend to be at the market top, and always once the long-term holder supply is very high, we tend to be at a market bottom. And do notice that every single time it has been a good buying opportunity. 61%. We are currently setting new all-time highs in terms of the most long-term holders ever seen in the market before. Excuse me. So this is definitely a huge opportunity. I will be embracing with both hands right now here. So this is definitely, of course, not a bottom indicator, but it does show us the risk is most certainly way lower than buying Bitcoin, let's say, at 30K last time around, right? Here, it was definitely a way higher risk here as well at the all-time high. And currently, we're seeing the low risk really getting enabled in this market. And if we're really looking at the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, look at this. I mean, I think Plan B was tweeting about this, right? So Plan B said here, look what is pretty interesting. Bitcoin went sideways for 1.5 years. Basically almost 2 years. And look at what the RSI has been doing. The RSI has been coming down massively. It has been basically reaccumulated. This is not, I mean, you can call this a bear market, but I see this as a reaccumulation phase actually, right? This is a 1.5 year sideways market, and it is preparing itself for the biggest move ever seen in history. Because yes, we are about to have a recession in the world, and we don't know how Bitcoin is going to react. Is it going to react very positively or not? We don't know yet. So that is the thing we're currently really waiting on. That is the thing that we're currently hoping to see here, what Bitcoin is going to do. Personally, I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin because the network, that is what I'm trying to be pointing out. In these more tougher markets, you have to look at what the network is doing. And what the network is currently doing is crazy. First of all, we set a new all-time high in terms of mining difficulty. If you don't know what is this here, mining difficulty is basically every 2 weeks the mining difficulty will be getting calculated. And how it will be getting calculated is by the majority of the hash rate divided by blah, blah, blah. So the higher the mining difficulty is basically, the more bullish, the stronger the network and more bullish the market is here. Because what you can see on this chart, the mining difficulty usually trends up with the price action, and usually the mining difficulty runs in front of the price action. And look at this, China left here. China banned Bitcoin mining, and right now we're sitting at a new all-time high already. So mining difficulty is forming new all-time highs. So network has been never stronger than, network is basically stronger than ever before. For me, this is a big buying opportunity, and also this is one of the craziest charts, the biggest divergence I've ever seen in Bitcoin history, and that is this. We all know what the Lightning Network of Bitcoin is. If you don't know, let me know in the chat. I can explain it a little bit here. But this is basically the capacity of Bitcoin in Lightning Network. So if you don't know, if you stepped in Bitcoin in 2020 or 2021 and you saw the prices for Bitcoin transactions were a little bit high. That's true, because the capacity of the Bitcoin Lightning Network was not so big, right? But right now you can see this orange line, the growth of the network, the capacity, how much transaction we can carry on one transaction is grown massively. So the network has been stronger than ever before, right? That is what this chart is telling us. And do know and do look back at here on January 2019 in the bear market low, we saw the basically initial jump of the Lightning Network for Bitcoin, really the savior of Bitcoin, because in the bear market, not many people were seeing this. The people that were seeing the growth of the Lightning Network were buying Bitcoin, and those made a very big profit, right? So what we can see is that we came up due to the growth of the Lightning Network. Then we're having the same effect here. Bitcoin is coming down, but the network is becoming stronger. And that is why I call this a divergence. We know a bullish divergence, bearish divergence, and this is the biggest divergence ever seen in Bitcoin history. The network is growing in a pace never seen before. The network is becoming stronger, never seen before, but price action is not following. Basically, everything is bullish on Bitcoin despite the price action. So that's definitely a thing to take in consideration right here. Is it the bad time to be buying Bitcoin in 27K? Well, the price action is falling down massively. People are extremely fair. There is extreme fear ruling in this market, but the network is growing at a pace never seen before. So do take this in consideration. This is definitely very, very interesting to look at. And someone has asked me, what is your bottom price for Bitcoin right now? Personally, for me, I thought the bottom was on 30K. I'd be completely honest with you guys out there, and I totally don't regret it. I totally don't regret it that I thought the bottom was 30K here, because I mean, you don't always going to catch the exact bottom, right? And my bottom targets, I mean, what I'm currently looking at is, I mean, basically the next major target of support is going to definitely be around the 20K target. And after that, the next target of major support is going to be in 24K. The bottom could be already in here. It really depends on how people are going to be overreacting on this market. But basically, next big range of support is going to be 24K here. But my strategy, like I told you already, is still dollar cost averaging in towards this market. That's definitely going to be my strategy over here. But what I'm basically trying to be pointing out with this thing that I'm trying to discuss here is that the network is growing in a pace never seen stronger. Basically, the network is growing in a pace never seen before. And at the same time, we're also seeing the accumulation skyrocketing. The number of addresses skyrocketing. And if this will be loading up, look at this. There's been a large amount of new wallets, active wallets entering the market, right? Many people don't see this, and I think it's definitely very weird that many people are not seeing this. Also, look at this. This is the thermo cap. Basically, the approximately cost to secure Bitcoin is right now below the price. The average price to secure the network is right now below the market price. What this basically means here is that miners are probably accumulating because miners are right now at a loss. But what is pretty interesting, miners are at a loss, but the difficulty just set a new all-time high. What means that there are still more miners stepping in towards the market. Well, they are not making any profit. Does this make any sense? To me, it does make sense because those miners are probably knowing more than we know. They're accumulating Bitcoin right now rather than distributing Bitcoin right now. This is just the largest divergence I have ever seen in Bitcoin history, and not many people are seeing this, and that's definitely a thing that I'm frustrated about. And of course, the current correction is really driven by this stable coin fear in the market. And talking about fear and greed, we can see on this chart on the top side of the screen here, we have seen several times before that Bitcoin is traded below this 25 region, of course, in this extreme fear range. Give me a second, by the way. Guys, these streams are very exciting. Let me explain this chart. But before doing so, I real quickly want to be asking you guys a favor. Guys, look at this. We're so close. I'm 80,000 subscribers. I was not really expecting to reach 80K maybe potentially today, guys. But I think there's a possibility we're going to reach 80,000 subscribers today. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so. And also, smashing up the like button will be highly appreciated. I will be definitely loving it if you guys can smash up the like button. Guys, these times in the markets are definitely a little bit harder. We are, of course, having massive corrections, and the interest across crypto is extremely low. And smashing up that like button will be highly appreciated. And especially these subscribers, guys. I mean, I'm a YouTuber. I see it myself. The growth has been absolutely terrible. Just look at the last 365 days, right? We can clearly see lifetime. Let's go to lifetime. This in the beginning was February. This was the ultimate hype cycle for Bitcoin. And also, this is why my channel really blew up, of course. But this was the hype cycle for Bitcoin. And you can see clearly how interest is fading away here. This is, of course, insights you have as a YouTuber. You are not seeing any growth. What does this mean? This means for me, this is the time to be buying. Retail is not interested. And I mean, I can't stress enough about it. Many people are not seeing this. And I just think it's very weird that many people are not seeing this, but interest is extremely low in crypto. Many people are not seeing it. This is the time to be buying. We always said to everyone out there, if the bear market comes here or if the market drops so significantly, please keep your focus. Don't fade away, because if the time comes where the market drops off massively, it is the time to be paying the most attention. And still, those people that actually wanted to be having the dip here are right now too afraid to look at the price. They're too afraid to open their portfolio. They're too afraid to face the facts, what we're currently seeing. So before going into the price section, because after this I will be definitely going into towards some price section as well. Ethereum, definitely some interesting things to discuss over there, how it is currently performing, guys. But look at this, fair and greed index on Bitcoin. We currently are seeing the same massive decrease in price here, same massive amount of fear, really basically reaccumulation. redistribution of holders really happening on here. But yeah, we can see the opportunity is high. And every single time Bitcoin drops so hard, everyone is at fear. And you can see it in the past. Always once Bitcoin drops so hard, everyone is at fear. And right now, everyone is at fear again. But historically seeing, is it a good time for buying? I'm not saying we're right now at the bottom. I'm not saying that. Please don't get me wrong. And that is what many people don't understand. I'm not saying we are right now bottoming out or whatsoever. I'm only saying that the risk to reward is that right now extremely low to accumulate some Bitcoin over here, right? So definitely all these times where Bitcoin is dropping off massively and is trading in extreme fear is always a good time for accumulation. And just do notice on how this 2018, the beginning here, how we formed that fear stage here and then dropped off massively in extreme fear, right? Fear stage dropped off in extreme fear. For me, it's pretty clear. I'm buying over here. I don't care if Bitcoin comes down to 23K. I will be still buying. I am dollar cost averaging in. Never go all in, but this is, of course, an opportunity of a lifetime. And I've been pleasing people to pay attention right now. I've been pleasing my family, my friends to pay attention towards the market right now. But many of them are not doing so. And I totally don't get it. I totally don't get it. Champs are, what Loon is right now saying in the chat here, champs are made through these dark times. And you don't know, many people don't get it. But actually, the most Bitcoin millionaires that I know all became a millionaire due to accumulating and doing a good job in bear markets. People wake up. Of course, everyone who's right now watching, you guys know you guys know the deal, right? Because you guys are essentially right now watching because you want to invest some time in crypto while the market is down. So please make sure to share the word, spread the word to everyone out there, your friends. I mean, I want to be making as many people wealthy as possible, you know? So this is the time to be investing in crypto, your time in crypto. Not necessarily your money, but invest your time at least. So you're going to be making the best of the available time here because time is on our side because Bitcoin trends up with time. Let me right now talk about Ethereum. Ethereum, look at this, guys. This is the Ethereum compared to Bitcoin chart. And what basically has been happening, Ethereum has been trending up against Bitcoin for quite a while here. What we do know, Ethereum merge is going to roll out anytime soon here. And there was a huge amount of hype getting started up here, but then Bitcoin corrected. What we're right now seeing is since the first time in these last 2 days here, the first time what basically happens is that Ethereum dropped off against the Bitcoin price action. We were not really expecting that. And look at this. We were coming down towards our upper sloping support line, what we basically touched several times before. This has been basically a big opportunity. I personally still see accumulating Ethereum as a very good opportunity. What we also had due to this event is that the Bitcoin dominance is dropping off here, right? Increasing, of course. So Bitcoin dominance on 44%. I personally would love to see the Bitcoin dominance increase a little bit more here. And also, if I'm going to look across the market here, we can just see there are many altcoins in pain here. Ethereum down 20% on the past 24 hours. That is, of course, definitely a very, very big hit here. But I would love to see these altcoins really getting flushed out. Look at Dogecoin, minus 25%. Also, Solana. I think Solana is absolutely a terrible pick here. I've been saying it already several times before. I personally think right now it's actually a little bit of a good buy here. I mean, I was extremely bearish on Solana on that $200 mark, etc. But right now, what I'm seeing here is that, of course, I hate NFT projects, but as a vision for accumulating cryptos and making money, I do know that a lot of these NFT projects are currently being made on the Solana network. So Solana is growing pretty massively right now here. That is definitely a thing to take in consideration, but they do have a limited supply. So also a little bit what I don't like here. And Ethereum is, of course, starting to become deflationary. So Ethereum definitely my top pick here, but Solana could be, of course, a very good opportunity to make some good money in the future. Pretty interesting to see here what we're all seeing on sale here. I would definitely stay away from these meme coins because that is definitely why we are currently having this flush out in the market. Matic also down massively. Still think Matic is a good buy here. Not necessarily at this price here. I'm definitely dollar cost averaging, but I do like the project of Matic. So I'm definitely looking at projects I like right now. You have to navigate through this market because there's a huge sell-off across a lot of altcoins. And the altcoins could even suffer harder. But what I do know is that if you want to be making that 100x there, you have to be looking at altcoins. Bitcoin is not going to be giving you that 100x in the coming 10 years or something. Maybe. But not in the coming 2 or 5 years. You're not going to be making 100x from Bitcoin. I am holding 80% of my wealth in Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I'm also looking to distribute some more money into altcoins right now. So if I'm looking at altcoins, I'm not going to be randomly buy a lot of these shit coins. No, I'm only going to be buying projects that I actually do like here. So Chainlink as well, definitely in my list for coins that are extremely cheap. Guys, Chainlink, circulating supply, approximately 47% here. Market cap, 2.8 billion. It was trading around an approximately 20 billion market cap at all-time highs, trading at 51 US dollars. I mean, this is literally a buy that, I mean, I'm not going to say what you have to be doing here. I'm not going to say, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. Bitcoin, by the way, bouncing back up strongly, guys. Beautiful to see this. But Chainlink is a huge opportunity right now. I mean, my opinion, I've been buying up Chainlink. I mean, not the exact bottom so far, but I've been buying up here. And I actually think it's a good buy. And let me go towards the chart here, right? Chainlink. What we can see over here, Chainlink, of course, coming down towards historical levels of support and resistance. I mean, you can place this box a little bit lower right here, right? So you can see Chainlink is definitely so cheap. It's so cheap. And the project is actually so good. And I don't get it that chip projects are getting pumped up here, and Chainlink wasn't, right? So Chainlink had a major redistribution cycle. Many of these holders got shaken out here, but in the next run-up, I personally think that Chainlink is going to be one of those top performers. So definitely Chainlink is one of my coins to be looking at right now here. I'm quickly going over some altcoins that I think are good to look at. After this, I'm also going to go and do a Q&A with you guys out there. ApeCoin, definitely stay away from it. I hate NFTs here. I've been saying it for a while here. NFTs have been the biggest bubble out there, and many people hated me for it. That's so weird, and right now people are not really arguing anything about it. HBAR, also a very good pick. HBAR have been performing. I mean, it's down 46% from high, right, from last week, but HBAR has been holding up very well against these other cryptos. It was trading around P50, 60, right now P36, so it's doing pretty good job here. And HBAR, I've been talking about it several times before, is definitely a good pick as well here. Also, a good pick is PancakeSwap here right now, $3.50. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm seeing a sale off, and I mean, this is crazy. I mean, I bought PancakeSwap for higher levels, for 4 times as high, for 2 times as high, and for $5 as well. Have not bought it on $3.50, but I will definitely do some after this stream. So, definitely a lot of opportunities right now getting enabled across these altcoins. So yeah, make sure to do your research. Stay away from Luna. I don't think Luna is a good buy here. 20 cents may seem cheap here, but you just have to see on how much supply they have been increasing recently. So Luna is definitely a shit buy in my opinion right now. Someone is saying my $50 is already doubled by Luna. I mean, if you're doubling your money by Luna, oh, you're doing a great job here. But I'm personally, I'm not really willing to risk my wealth for Luna. I'd rather buy up projects that are actually on sale right now, that are actually good here. But look at Bitcoin bouncing 28K already. If we're looking at the 15-minute time frame, we can see a significant increasement here from low to high, approximately 3,000 US dollars. And guys, also, I pinned this comment here on Switzberg. I definitely think that you guys out there should check this out here, because Switzberg is definitely a good way to accumulate your Bitcoin. First of all, Switzberg is a good venue. It's a verified venue. It is having currently access to 43 cryptos, like you can see over here. Many cryptos in many fiat currencies as well. And this is, of course, a big company. Probably you do know already about it. And I got you guys covered, because if you deposit 50 euros, you will be getting a reward ticket between the €1 and 100 euros. So you're going to get a random reward. So it's basically, it's not, I can't say that, but you're going to get a reward between €1 and 100 euros. And I got already 2 times 100 euros. So that is pretty interesting. Definitely worth to check out here. I am accumulating on Switzberg right now. And you know why I am using Switzberg is that many people don't know this, right? I'm not really, I'm just accumulating. I'm buying the dip. I'm dollar cost averaging. And you know why I'm using Switzberg, and that is due to this. It's due to the yield you can create on Switzberg. So if I'm holding my Ethereum in Switzberg, I'm getting a 4.6% APY. And how do they do that? You're maybe asking that, because if you're going to stake Ethereum through your ledger, where you at least need 40 Ethereums for, you are going to get somewhere around 56%. So the company is making a little bit of profit, but it's making it easy for you. So you're getting a 4.6% APY on Ethereum, pretty good here. 0.6% on Bitcoin, also pretty decent, right? It doesn't sound a lot here, 0.6% on Bitcoin, but do know 0.6% year to year. If you, let's say, have 100,000 US dollars, you're making 600 euros every single year by just doing nothing. If I'm saying that correctly, yes, I'm saying that correctly. You're making $600 by doing nothing and basically increasing your Bitcoin holdings. And if Bitcoin increases, it's even more. So it's a win-win-win-win. So definitely Switchback, a good app to use here. Also, Amir saying, man, what a difference with 1 year ago. We're still here. Hold on and keep strong, everyone. And Amir, you're an absolutely legend. And of course, I do see you sticking around here. And that is absolutely the part that I love about you. You're sticking through the tough times. And exactly, yeah, 1 year ago, what a difference. A bit even 1 year ago, here on the 12th of May, we also were in the middle of a massive market correction. So, excuse me, I'm a little bit ill here. But exactly 1 year ago, we were also in this massive market correction. Well, definitely were pretty exciting times, I should say, here. So, definitely interesting to see how this is all playing out here. It is indeed harder times, but guys, I just can't stress enough about it. In these harder times, the majority of the money is being made by us. So stick to the long-term vision and, of course, talk about long-term vision. Let me quickly zoom out for you guys out there and give you guys some interesting things, right? So looking at this, guys, let's go to the weekly time frame, open the log scale, and let me enable this indicator. This my first indicator I ever added towards TradingView on this account. It has been the Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. What can you see, guys? This is the logarithmic growth curve. Are we at low risk or high risk zones? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the chat. I personally see it already. We're at low risk stages, just like March 2020. We are at stages where the risk is most certainly lower. Of course, Bitcoin as an asset itself is growing massively, so it is harder to grow towards levels of 300k or 400k, and that is why it's also harder to hold up these logarithmic growth curves. But yeah, we can clearly see Bitcoin is trending below it, basically indicating low risk here. Also, many people in the chat are talking about the USD Tether depegging. I've already talked about it in the beginning of this video, but personally, guys, we've updated you guys about the depegging of the USD Tether. Everything is alright if you would ask me here. I don't really think that this is all too big of a deal here. We're currently trading on 99 cents. We're all back up here. And what we also discussed here is that, well, the USD Tether pair is depegging. We can see, and if I'm going to open this on the right side of the screen, that the USC pair was increasing. And right now it's already down again. So that's pretty interesting to see. So I was just seeing USDC being up here, but it is also depegging. So there's basically a little bit of a detrust here across these stable coins here. Many stable coins are, people are extremely afraid of these stable coins right now here. All to the Luna Foundation guard, because they screwed up with their stablecoin. But of course, do know that USD Tether and USDC is completely different than USD Terra, because USD Terra is basically an algorithmic stablecoin, what means that the stablecoin was linked towards the Luna price action, and every single time the price goes down here, it buys more Luna. And how does it buy more Luna, you would say? It prints more Luna, I should say. It prints more Luna to be to push the price up towards its peg price again. And that's why it's completely different towards USD Tether and USDC. Because USD Tether and USDC is backed by real world assets. And in this case, not assets, but by dollars, real world dollars. Let me see. Buy the dip, indeed. Love the stream during these fire sales. I mean, I absolutely love the fire sale as well. And hey, Nicole, welcome towards the stream here. Yeah, these are definitely harder times here. Anyways, guys, I think it was an absolutely amazing stream. Right now, I mean, these streams cost a lot of energy. Oh, guys, let me know. Should I do another stream tomorrow? And should I do another stream later today? Let me know right now in the chat. I'm holding BUSD. I mean, I'm currently mainly buying my crypto with fiat through Switchberg, and I'm also buying. I'm holding Bitcoin. You didn't mention BNB, or that is a good buy still. I mean, BNB definitely a good buy still. Let me quickly check up on the BNB chart. To be honest, I mean, I like the project of BNB, right? Massive ascending triangle, broke down of the ascending triangle, and right now it's seeing definitely lower prices. But I mean, BNB is holding up pretty well here, if you would ask me, right? So yeah, definitely. I mean, BNB is not too bad of a buy. It's coming back towards reaccumulations, so does look very good here. does look very good for BNB in terms of a good buying opportunity. DOT, of course, I do like the DOT price action. I do like the project, I should say. It's also down towards levels of December 2020. Basically the same lows as Bitcoin is currently creating. So yeah, DOT also having a huge sale, $8, guys. I can't believe my eyes here. This is extremely good, extremely cheap. And GA is saying keep streaming. But guys, I'm so sorry. I would love to keep streaming, but unfortunately I am a little bit ill here on these recent 2 to 3 days here. So for me, it's a little bit harder to keep up right now here. What I will be promising you guys is that for sure I will be back tomorrow with another live stream. I'm loving these live streams, so I will be doing some more research today to, of course, gather some very good information to, of course, give you guys another good stream tomorrow, and maybe later today, if we're going to see some price action really coming and popping up here on the market, I will be back again with another live stream. So guys, thank you so much for watching towards this channel. Let's push this channel towards 80,000 subscribers, guys. We're only 30 subscribers right now away from the 80,000 subscribers mark. That is absolutely crazy. CA is something asking about an Inu coin. I am staying away from all these shit coins. I'm only buying good coins. And if you want to be knowing what my good coins, what my good picks are, go back a little bit in the stream here. I will be putting timestamps in this stream after I close it down here. So make sure to check it out here. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for subscribing, liking this video, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Goodbye. I love you all. Stay strong and be crypto.